A light comes on in an apartment on the 5th floor, somewhere downtown. Someone is finishing another day as the evening settles down. A dog crosses through the street without knowing where it will go, and the city takes a deep breath beneath the colors of the sunset glow. An old man sweeps the sidewalk like he has done for many years. A young woman waits for the bus, watching daylight disappear. Someone locks a little storefront, someone else heads home alone. And stories that never meet each other still share the same square of stone. Maybe we are more than we imagine, more than names or destinations. Maybe there is an unseen thread connecting all our hearts to the wind moving through the trees, to the river finding the sea. Maybe no life truly walks this road alone. A child laughs from a balcony, a couple talks in lower tones. A man stands by his window, wondering where his life has gone. The first stars start appearing above the rooftops of the town, and without making any sound, they stitch the evening together. Maybe we are more than we imagine, more than names or destinations. Maybe there is an unseen thread connecting all our hearts to the wind moving through the trees, to the river finding the sea. Maybe no life truly walks this road alone. The sky remains the same above every street and every home. Faces change and stories change, yet something still connects them all. Like drops becoming a river, like notes becoming a song. Every life carries a fragment of the same melody along. The city keeps on living with its voices all around, but anyone who stops a moment can feel something deeper now. In windows and intersections, in meetings that come and go, there is a quiet light binding every heart below. was a time when I believed life was always somewhere ahead, as if happiness was waiting just beyond the next step. I carried calendars full of promises and plans I had to fulfill, while quiet days kept passing by, waiting for me to notice them. I remember hurried mornings, roads without a clear direction, so many dreams competing for every corner of my attention. Then one day exhaustion arrived, and something slowly changed. Not because I found the answers, but because I stopped explaining. When I stopped running, time seemed to breathe, and the life I had been chasing sat beside me quietly. It wasn't yesterday or tomorrow that I needed to reach. It was this simple moment, asking only to be seen. The rain kept falling softly, the wind still crossed the fields, but there was no longer urgency, no distance left to heal. The clock surrendered their authority over who I thought I should be, and the silence I once avoided became my greatest teacher. I remember restless evenings trying to understand the world, never noticing that life itself was already unfolding. When I stopped running, time seemed to breathe, and the life I had been chasing sat beside me quietly. It wasn't yesterday or tomorrow that I needed to reach. It was this simple moment, asking only to be seen. Inside the human soul, maybe the greatest discovery isn't winning or arriving somewhere, but learning how to stay present while life is already there. When I stopped running, life began to sing, and the silence that once frightened me became a faithful friend. Now I no longer chase horizons or try to control the time, because the present found me first before I even looked for it. Daytime stood still, everything returned to its place, and what I used to call a search finally learned to rest. There are days when the soul grows weary before the body slows down, and the heart searches for silence in the noise of the world around, as if it's trying to find a safe place to breathe again. I've tried to hide my fears behind distractions and explanations, but there are invisible battles that no one can fully understand. The headlines weigh upon my mind, my thoughts refuse to slow, and sometimes it feels impossible to keep hope alive below. Then I close my eyes and remember there is still a place where my soul can rest. When everything inside me falls apart, your presence remains here. Even when I don't understand the road, I choose to stay near. There is a place in you where fear cannot come inside. There is an unseen embrace that helps me keep walking through the night. Keep walking. There is a place in you where my soul finds peace when the weight of the world grows heavy. You welcome me again. There are nights that feel too difficult, when my mind creates storms and my heart grows tired, fighting so many thoughts. But in the silence of prayer, something slowly starts to change. Not because the problems disappear, but because I don't face them alone. Maybe refuge is not escaping, maybe it is discovering that your presence remains. You welcome me again. And when everything seems dark, there's still a hidden light.
And when my mind gets lost, your voice keeps calling me.
I don't need to understand everything today, I only need to remember there is refuge in your presence. There is a place in you where fear cannot come Today I remember my soul has found its shelter. In you, in you. I sat alone upon that porch, watching evening slowly fall, with questions about life itself that I could barely hear it all. Everything felt heavy, nothing seemed to change, and I spent my strength trying to push the world around, until the silence spoke louder than the confusion, and a quiet voice within offered a simple direction. If you can change it, then change it. If you can't, then let it go. And if it still remains, perhaps it's time to accept and grow. There is no peace in battles we fight without a reason. Sometimes the open door is found within the heart. I spent years complaining about things beyond control, like someone trying to hold the wind, or stop the tides from rolling. But life never argues, and it never needs to explain. It simply follows its own course, inviting us to trust again. If you can change it, then change it. If you can't, then let it go. And if it still remains, perhaps it's time to accept and grow. There is no peace in battles we fight without a reason. Sometimes the open door is found within the heart. Not every mountain moves, not every storm will cease, but there is a freedom no one can take away. When we stop demanding that life be something else, and learn to walk gently within the present moment. If you can't, then let it go. And if it still remains, perhaps it's time to smile and grow. Today I carry less weight than I carried yesterday, because I learned that peace was never far away. The night continues onward, and morning will arrive, and I walk a little lighter now, knowing it is enough to be alive. I spend years searching for answers in places far away, looking for forever on the horizon, while it whispered behind my gaze.
In every book I opened, on every road I wandered through,
there was a quiet voice calling, leading me back to something true. And the deeper I looked within, the less I needed to search. What was always here finally came into view.
behind the thoughts, behind the stories,
Behind the person I thought I knew, there is a silent light
that time cannot erase.
and when I truly know myself, I begin to remember. Emotions came and drifted onward, like clouds crossing an endless sky.
Yet something deeper remained, watching quietly behind.
It wasn't a distant idea, nor a destination to achieve.
It was a gentle presence waiting for me to finally see.
Maybe the eternal isn't distant, maybe it lives within our gaze. What was always here finally came into view.
Behind the thoughts, behind the stories,
Behind the person I thought I knew, there is a silent light
that time cannot erase.
and when I truly know myself,
I begin to remember.
I didn't find ready-made answers or promises to follow through.
I found a deeper space
Where simply being was enough.
you. Behind the thoughts, behind the stories, behind the person I thought I knew, there is a silent light that time cannot erase. And when I truly know myself, I begin to remember.
Maybe awakening is nothing more than recognizing
What never left,
what never faded,
what never needed to arrive, because it was always here.
There is a kind of weariness that sleep cannot heal. As if my soul is searching for a place where it can finally be still. My mind keeps racing endlessly, thinking about everything at once, while my heart is trying to survive the invisible weight of these days. I smile through certain moments, but inside I'm still restless, like someone lost inside their own thoughts, searching for peace in every direction. And the harder I try to control it all, the farther it seems to drift away. So I close my eyes, and for a few brief moments I simply try to feel your presence. My soul longs for rest from the noise inside my mind, from the fear hidden in my days, from the hurry that never ends. My soul longs for rest in something greater than my thoughts, in a love that remains alive even when everything feels heavy. Maybe I've spent too much time trying to carry everything alone, as if depending on you was some kind of weakness. But there are silent nights that reveal what truly matters, and in the middle of my exhaustion I begin to understand that rest is not the absence of struggle, maybe it's presence in the middle of chaos. Because when my heart slows down, I can finally feel again that I was never walking alone. My soul longs for rest from the noise inside my mind, from the fear hidden in my days, from the hurry that never ends. And my soul longs for rest in there is peace in the simple decision to stop for a moment and breathe in your presence. And for the first time in so long, my heart begins to grow quiet. My soul longs for rest from the noise inside my mind, from the fear hidden in my days, from the hurry that never ends. My soul longs for rest in something greater than my thoughts, in a love that remains alive even when everything feels heavy. And maybe tomorrow the battles will still be there, but today my soul has found a small refuge. Not every question finds an answer on the road. Sometimes heaven stays silent and I walk alone. I wanted to understand every door that closed, but there are deserts in this life only silence knows. I've spent so many years trying to read your plans, but life keeps turning pages faster than I can. Some days even hope gets tired too, and my faith feels lost without a clear view. But even when I don't understand, I'm still standing here, 'cause something deep inside my soul won't disappear. Even when I don't understand, I'll trust you still. Even with no answers, I'll follow your will. If heaven chooses silence, I'll still believe, because those who walk by faith don't always get to see. Maybe real trust means taking one more step, even when the fear inside hasn't left yet. There are nights so long, they seem they'll never end, but even in the darkness, your hands still defend. And when my heart can't make sense of anything, your presence stays beside me through everything. Even when I don't understand, I'll trust you still. Even with no answers, I'll follow your will. If heaven chooses silence, I'll still believe, because those who walk by faith don't always get to see. tomorrow comes wrapped in uncertainty, there's still a quiet hope calling out to me. Even when I don't understand, I'll trust you still. Even with no answers, I won't lose my will. If the storm keeps raging, I'll keep moving on, because faith is often born before the night is gone. Even when I don't understand, I choose to stay, because your love keeps finding me along the way. Oh. Maybe trusting you is simply learning this, to rest within your silence and know I'm safely held. For years I lived somewhere tomorrow, I wandered through yesterday's rain, always reaching for another moment, certain something else would ease the pain. Yet every sunrise kept arriving without asking where my thoughts had gone, and life was quietly unfolding while I was waiting to move on. Then I saw what had been happening right before my eyes. It wasn't tomorrow stealing from me, it wasn't the shadow of the past. It was every time I left this moment that the suffering seemed to last. Life is breathing in this instant, where the heart can finally see. Lose this moment, you lose the doorway to the life you're meant to be. Without dragging old stories behind me, without racing toward what's next, I found a quiet place inside me, beyond the noise and all the rest. The names I gave myself grew light
was already waiting here.
Because only in this moment can anything truly bloom. It wasn't tomorrow stealing from me. It wasn't the shadow of the past.
It was every time I left this moment that the suffering seemed to last. Life is breathing in this instant,
Where the heart can finally see.
lose this moment and you lose the doorway to the life you're meant to be.
The waves still roll across the ocean. The storms still find their way to shore.
But this moment teaches me a language I never understood before.
Each time I return to the present, everything begins to align.
And what I once called transformation feels more like remembering what's mine.
It wasn't tomorrow stealing from me. It wasn't the shadow of the past. It was every time I left this moment that the suffering seemed to last. Life is breathing in this instant, where the heart can finally see.
Lose this moment and you lose the doorway
To the life you're meant to be.
free from the clocks,
Free from the story.
free from the noise inside my head.
I finally found the
Life I was searching for,
was never ahead.
it was here all along.
For years I wrestled with my shadows, trying to make them disappear. But the harder that I fought them, the more they seemed to reappear.
It was like arguing with the wind, or trying to hold back the sea. Every ounce of strength I spent only pulled them deeper into me.
Then one day I understood something simple and true. Everything I fought against kept growing inside me.
But the day I let go,
the weight began to leave.
what we resist keeps lingering,
Locked within the heart,
but what is seen with open eyes
finally falls apart. The hardest battles I ever fought never happened in the world outside. They were quiet wars within myself I kept feeding day and night.
But when I welcome my own sorrow without running from the pain, its grip began to loosen slowly like clouds dissolving after rain.
Because acceptance isn't surrender, it's allowing yourself to understand. Everything I fought against kept growing inside me.
But the day I let go,
The weight began to leave.
what we resist keeps lingering,
Locked within the heart,
but what is seen with open eyes
finally falls apart. A chain is rarely broken by pulling harder at its ends, but when we stop feeding its tension, its direction starts to bend. Love dissolves the barriers that struggle could never move, and what once seemed impossible begins to bloom. Everything I fought against kept growing inside me.
But the day I let go, oh, the weight began to leave. What we resist keeps lingering,
Locked within the heart,
but what is seen with open eyes
finally falls apart. I released the ropes I carried for so many years, and I found that peace
was never hiding from me.
it was waiting for me to stop pulling away. There was a day when silence felt heavier than prayer. I kept staring at the heavens, but found no answers there. Everything felt distant, even my faith itself. like a tiny flame still fighting to keep from fading out. I tried to keep pretending that I was still standing strong. Some wounds arrive so deeply, they change what you thought all along. And for the first time in my life, I thought about letting go. Not of you completely, but of walking this road alone. I carry so many questions with nowhere left to run, because my deepest fear was wondering if my faith had come undone. It was the day my faith almost died inside of me, when heaven fell silent and darkness was all I could see. It was the day my faith almost slipped away, but a small surviving hope kept asking me to stay. Maybe no one ever noticed the battle deep within, because some storms are hidden beneath a quiet grin. I smiled through every daylight, but fell apart at night, searching for a reason to keep holding on so tight. And even without understanding, I kept trying to pray, because even wounded faith still remembers your name. It was the day my faith almost died inside of me, when heaven fell silent and darkness was all I could see. It was the day my faith almost slipped away, but a small surviving hope kept asking me to stay. Maybe real faith isn't never having doubt, but learning how to breathe when everything is breaking down. Because even shattered hearts can still hear a gentle voice whispering through the darkness, don't give up, keep holding on. It was the day my faith almost died inside of me, but your love remained when I could no longer see. It was the day my faith learned how to survive, because even in
continuing to seek God after breaking in your heart.
I spent years pointing fingers at everything around me, certain I understood people better than they knew themselves. I judged every road they traveled, every choice they made, never noticing my own fears hidden inside what I would say. Tell me something. Is the world really that way? What do you mean? Or is that simply the way you see it? Then I saw my face in the mirror, where I once saw only crowds. I saw my wounds reflected inside every judgment spoken out loud. Everything I criticized was telling a story about me. The world had not been hiding. I was the one who couldn't see. The anger I condemned lived quietly in my chest. The insecurity I noticed in others was my own reflection at its best. Every word I threw away eventually returned, like an echo through the mountains with another lesson to learn. Then I saw my face in the mirror, where I once saw only crowds. I saw my wounds reflected inside every judgment spoken out loud. Everything I criticized was telling a story about me. The world had not been hiding. I was the one who couldn't see. Maybe nobody sees life exactly as it is. Maybe we all see the world through the stories we live with. And what happens when those stories fade? Everything begins to change. The same sky, the same road, a different way to see. Need to be right again. Today I listen more than I speak, and that has helped me understand the change I wanted from the world was waiting in my own hands. The world keeps turning, like it always has. But the mirror you never noticed finally appeared.
There are battles no one else can see. On the outside I keep moving, but inside I've almost stopped. There are nights when fear grows larger than anything I can hide. The noise inside my thoughts pulls my heart in every direction, while my soul stands at the crossroads between surrender and holding on. Because trusting isn't always easy when tomorrow turns dark, and believing feels impossible in the silence that remains. Between fear and faith, I still choose to trust, even when my strength begins to fade away. Between fear and faith, there is still a voice quietly reminding me that God has never given up on us. There are invisible storms that knock us down without a touch, and questions that leave wounds behind without anyone noticing. But maybe true courage isn't never being afraid. Maybe it's continuing forward even when we don't understand. Because there are small steps that heaven never overlooks, and sometimes simply staying alive is already a form of fighting. Between fear and faith, I still choose to trust, even when my strength begins to fade away. Between fear and faith, there is still a voice quietly reminding me that God has never given up on us. If my hands begin to tremble, hold my heart steady. If my eyes lose sight of hope, lead me through the darkness. Because deep inside weakness, there is still a light, and even weary travelers can still find Jesus. Between fear and faith, I will not turn back. Even when the night feels endless, your presence brings me peace. Between fear and faith, I keep walking on, because those who learn to trust discover before dawn, faith was still breathing, the weary still alive. Woke before the sunrise with 1,000 voices in my head. Conversations without listeners, keeping me from rest. Every thought kept chasing another, like leaves caught in a storm. The room was quiet all around me, but inside the winds were strong. Then I heard a small bird singing outside my window in the dawn. It didn't seem concerned about yesterday or where tomorrow had gone. I'm sitting there upon my bed, tired from all the noise I'd known. I realized my thoughts were not the whole of who I was. The mind is a beautiful instrument, but it was never meant to lead. When I hand it the conductor's baton, it plays faster than I need. So I return to the present moment to hear a deeper melody, and what once felt unbearably heavy begins to loosen quietly. Some days it tells me stories that never come to pass, building walls of worry before the morning has begun. But I no longer believe everything it places before my eyes. Like clouds drifting through the heavens, I've learned to watch them pass by. Defeat my thoughts or make them disappear. I only need to remember something greater is breathing here. And when the noise grows softer, even for a little while, I hear an ancient song waiting beneath it all. When it learns its proper place, with the soul holding the strings and the heart setting the pace. I am not the voice that never stops, nor the fear that comes and goes. I am the one who listens while life's music slowly grows. Tonight I sat here in the dark with no words left to say, a heavy weight upon my chest that wouldn't fade away. Some kinds of silence hurt much more than any last goodbye. And in the middle of the night, you feel so far sometimes. I kept wearing a smile so nobody would know how many times behind closed doors I let my sorrow show. Every hidden tear I cried that nobody could see was falling right before your eyes, right there beside me. When all my strength has disappeared and I can't find the words to pray, my heart keeps reaching out to you, even through the pain. When no one sees my tears, you still see me. When the night feels far too heavy, you stay with me. When no one sees my tears, you hear my heart. Even when my soul is speaking without a single prayer. There are battles fought in silence no one else can understand, wounds we learn to carry gently with trembling hands. Sometimes I look up to the sky and wonder where you are, but deep inside a quiet voice says you've never been that far. Though I'm tired, I keep moving. Though I'm weak, I still remain, because faith keeps holding on when everything says change. When no one sees my tears, you still see me. When the night feels far too heavy, you stay with me. When no one sees my tears, you hear my heart. Even when my soul is speaking without a single prayer, I don't have to hide every fear inside my soul, because even all my silence tells you what I cannot tell. And if I fall along this road and forget how to stand, your love will sit beside me and gently take my hand. When no one sees my tears, you still see me. When the whole world walks away, you stay with me. When no one sees my tears, you hold my hand, and you turn the darkest midnight into shelter once again. When no one sees my tears, hope still finds a way, because you step into the room when everybody leaves. And before the morning comes, through every tear I've cried, I finally see you were here the whole time. The fire burned into the night, and Peter could not stay. Fear spoke louder than his faith before the break of day. 3 times he denied his Savior, 3 times he turned away. But some wounds inside the soul never really fade. Maybe he cried in silence, far beyond the crowd, feeling every word he'd spoken echoing so loud. Because those who truly love can still stumble and fall, and there are hidden kinds of guilt too heavy to carry at all. Peter thought his failure had placed him far from grace, but Christ still saw the sorrow written on his face. After the fall, Peter came back. Though he was wounded, Jesus found him where he was. After the guilt, after the shame, the love of Christ had never changed. How many times have I hidden the person I really am, afraid my broken pieces might ruin all your plans? But the sea was still calling Peter to begin again, because God knows every heart, even when it wants to end. Maybe grace was always meant for those who want to run, because Jesus keeps on calling the weary and undone. After the fall, Peter came back. Though he was wounded, Jesus found him where he was. After the guilt, after the shame, the love of Christ had never changed. Do you love me? Was all that Jesus said. He didn't speak about the past or every tear Peter shed, because real love doesn't end when someone loses their way. And even those who fall in tears can rise again someday. After the fall, Peter came back, and from the ashes of his guilt, new faith began. Oh, after the pain, after the mistake, Jesus remained right there in the same place. After the fall, Peter finally knew the love of Christ was greater than anything he could do. And maybe the greatest miracle wasn't walking on the sea, but Peter discovering through his tears he could begin again. heavier than today itself. My mind keeps traveling through hours that haven't even arrived, creating storms in the distance before the sky turns dark. My heart is trying to rest, but the thoughts won't let it, and peace slowly slips away between questions and fear. How many times have I lost today, trying to control tomorrow, while life kept moving quietly before my weary eyes. Tomorrow doesn't live here. This moment still belongs to me, and maybe God is already holding what I haven't lived yet. Tomorrow doesn't live here, so I'm going to breathe, because the peace I've been searching for may begin when I slow down. There is a kind of anxiety that grows even when all is calm, as if the soul were carrying burdens that don't even exist yet. But the birds still keep flying, and the sky remains blue. Maybe life is trying to teach me how to trust a little too, because not every answer needs to arrive today. Sometimes resting in God's hands is already a victory. Tomorrow doesn't live here. This moment still belongs to me, and maybe God is already holding what I haven't lived yet. Tomorrow doesn't live here, so I'm going to breathe, because the peace I've been searching for may begin when I slow What if the future isn't lost? What if heaven is still in control? Maybe I just need to release what was never in my hands, because fear makes a lot of noise, but your presence speaks peace. And in the silence of this night, my heart begins to rest. Tomorrow doesn't live here, so I choose to trust, even without knowing the roads that are still ahead. Tomorrow doesn't live here, and today I finally understand that God never abandons those who learn to rest in His
felt lighter once again.
There are days when tomorrow feels heavier than today itself. Mind keeps traveling through hours that haven't even arrived, creating storms in the distance. Before the sky turns dark, my heart is trying to rest, but the thoughts won't let it, and peace slowly slips away between questions and fear.
How many times have I lost today, trying to control tomorrow, while life kept moving quietly before my weary eyes? Tomorrow doesn't live here, this moment still belongs to me, and maybe God is already holding what I haven't lived yet. Tomorrow doesn't live here, so I'm going to breathe, because the peace I've been searching for may begin when I slow down. There is a kind of anxiety that grows even when all is calm, as if the soul were carrying burdens that don't even exist yet. But the birds still keep flying, and the sky remains blue. Maybe life is trying to teach me how to trust a little too, because not every answer needs to arrive today. Sometimes resting in God's hands is already a victory. Tomorrow doesn't live here, this moment still belongs to me, and maybe God is already holding what I haven't lived yet. Tomorrow doesn't live here, so I'm going to breathe, because the peace I've been searching for may begin when I slow down. Or begin when I slow down. What if the future isn't lost? What if heaven is still in control? Maybe I just need to release what was never in my hands, because fear makes a lot of noise, but your presence speaks peace. And in the silence of this night, my heart begins to rest. Tomorrow doesn't live here, so I choose to trust, even without knowing the roads that are still Peace is finding me, and for the first time in a long while, the night felt lighter. Once again,
I spent so many years running after things I couldn't name, changing plans and changing directions, trying to win a losing game, believing the next achievement would finally make me whole, filling an empty space I never really understood. The voices inside my head never seem to rest, old memories pulling backward, new fears making their requests. Then one quiet evening, after everything grew still, I discovered someone remained beyond thought and beyond will. Who stayed? I stayed. When everything faded, I stayed. Who remains when the noise is gone? Who remains when fear speaks loud? There is a river moving within, flowing beneath the crowd. Long before my thoughts appeared, long before success or failure came, there was a quiet presence waiting, unaffected by the game. The wind touched the window softly, the city settled into sleep, and for the first time in years, I no longer needed to leave. I didn't need to be stronger or prove who I should become. I only had to listen to what had always been home. Maybe life isn't hidden inside what we control. Maybe it appears when we finally let go. Like the sky after rainfall, like the earth after summer heat, something remains underneath, calm, steady and complete. Who remains when the noise is gone? Oh, who remains when everything slows? There is a quiet flame inside that no storm ever blows away. Now I walk more lightly without needing all the
closer than I imagined. Stars above ending. The night continued moving. The stars filled up the sky, and I watched the road ahead without needing to escape myself.
I spent years arguing with life, trying to bend it to my plans, wanting another road before me, wanting tomorrow in my hands. But life kept rolling like a river without waiting for my consent. And while I fought against the moment, I missed the gift that it had sent.
Then one day I stopped resisting,
and something wild began to grow. Saying yes to this moment was like opening the shutters to the sun. Not because everything was perfect, but because I stopped trying to run. Without demanding it should change,
life stops feeling like a battle
and starts showing me the way. Showing me the way. The river never fights its curves, the wind doesn't question where it blows. Both keep moving with a wisdom that only surrender seems to know.
Maybe there's a deeper knowing that the restless heart forgets to hear. Walking with life instead of pushing lets the path become more clear.
Every long resistance turns shadows into walls. Like opening the shutters to the sun. Not because everything was perfect, but because
I stopped trying to run.
Yeah.
When I hold this moment gently,
without demanding it should change,
life stops feeling
starts showing me the way. Showing me the way. Yeah. Acceptance isn't giving up, it isn't laying dreams aside. It's seeing clearly what is present without refusing what arises. this moment is received without fear or opposition, a quiet peace begins to blossom inside perception. Was like opening the shutters to the sun. Not because everything was perfect, but because
I stopped trying to run.
when I hold this moment gently, without demanding it should change,
Life stops feeling like a battle
and starts showing me the way,
showing me
showing me the way,
showing me
hey. And when I finally welcome the moment,
Life finally walked
through the door, and I knew
I didn't need another tomorrow
to live anymore. Late one afternoon, at the edge of a quiet field, the old tree was still standing, with nothing left to prove, while the world kept moving toward another finish line. It stayed where it had always been, keeping its own time. Someone rested in its shadow, carrying worries from the road, questions without answers, and a heart that felt overloaded. The wind moved through the branches like a song without a name, as if the leaves were whispering, you don't have to force a thing. Beneath the old tree, the air felt easier to breathe. The sky didn't seem so distant, and nothing was asking anything of me. For a moment there was only the earth, the sun, and the breeze, and a quiet kind of freedom moving gently through the leaves. Softly, without asking where to belong. Clouds drifted overhead like they had all day long. Nothing in the field was trying to impress or to explain. Everything simply existed without needing a name. Maybe life is found in smaller things than we believe. Less noise in the mind,
lose myself in the noise of the crowd again, I'll know exactly where to find me. Beneath the old tree.
Without words, I spent years filling the silence with names, with answers, with explanations. Yet some questions stayed seated in the very same chair, waiting. I watched conversations end before the truth arrived. I watched promises occupy space without ever remaining, and time kept moving on. Not with explanations, only presence. It was not a secret, it was not an answer, it was not an achievement, nor a discovery. It was simply what had never left. After the last word, something remained. After the final noise, something answered. And when everything fell silent, nothing was missing. without words, without words, without words, without words, without words, without words, without words. I spent years filling the silence with names, with answers, with explanations. Yet some questions stayed seated in the very same chair, waiting. I watched conversations end before the truth arrived. I watched promises occupy space without ever remaining in time. Kept moving on. After the last word, something remained. After the final noise, something answered. Not with language, not with explanations, only presence. It was not a secret, it was not an answer, it was not an achievement, nor a discovery. It was simply what had never left. After the last word, something remained. After the final noise, something answered. Not with language, not with explanations, only presence. It was not a secret, it was not an answer, it was not an achievement, nor a discovery. It was simply what had never left. After the last word, something remained. After the final noise, something answered. And when everything fell silent, nothing was missing. Without words, I spent years feeling the silence, with names, with answers, with explanations. Yet some questions stayed seated in the very same chair, waiting. I watched I thought I had reached the end, but it was down there that I heard you. No one noticed when I fell, because some wounds make no sound. I kept smiling on the outside while losing myself within. The days lost all their color, and even breathing became hard. My weary soul seemed tired of trying to stay alive. And when I thought I was alone in the darkness, your presence appeared. In the deepest silence, at the bottom, you were there. When no one else could see, when all my strength had disappeared, your love began carrying me, carrying me. At the bottom, you were there, even when I couldn't feel you near. Because sometimes arrives when everything starts to fall apart. I asked for immediate answers, but you offered me peace instead. And little by little I started learning that your presence was the greater miracle. There were no doors suddenly opening, no crowds gathered to celebrate, only a small light beginning to rise deep within my eyes. Maybe rock bottom is not the end of the road. Maybe it is the place where the soul is finally found. At the bottom, you were there when my heart wanted to give up, when the night felt endless and I no longer knew how to go on. At the bottom, you were there, even through my silence and pain, because no abyss is deep enough to keep your love away. If I fall again, you will find me. My tears return, your love will hold me. At the bottom, you were there. Now I finally understand. Some souls only discover the light after learning how to survive. At the bottom, you were there when I could no longer see. And it was in the darkest place of life that I began to find you. And in the silence of that abyss, your presence found me first. Your presence found me first. There are deserts no one else can see, places deep within the soul where even hope grows weary. I keep walking on the outside, but inside everything has slowed, like dry ground waiting for rain that never seems to come. My prayers have grown quieter, my words have lost their strength, and even what once carried me feels so far away. Maybe the deepest kind of emptiness is the one nobody notices. Even so, there's something inside me that still refuses to let go. In the desert of my soul, I still search for your water. Though I'm weary deep inside, I still wait for your arrival. Your arrival. Your arrival. In the desert of my soul, when everything loses color, your silence still protects. something living within me.
There are nights that last too long, when my mind cannot find rest, and my heart keeps wandering circles through its own thoughts again. I wish I could feel once more the simple peace of other days. But there are seasons in this life when faith walks almost without feeling.
And maybe that is exactly when it becomes the most real. Oh, because even without answers, I still lift my eyes to heaven. Even without all my strength, my soul keeps searching for you.
In the desert of my soul,
I still search for your water.
though I'm weary deep inside,
I still wait for your arrival.
in the desert of my soul,
When everything loses color,
your silence still protects
something living within me. Oh, maybe deserts exist to reveal what truly remains.
when everything disappears, when everything grows quiet, when everything slows down.
There is still a small flame that refuses to go
In the desert of my soul,
I still search for your water.
though I'm weary deep inside,
I still wait for your arrival. When the soul grows dry, your love remains.
when everything is silent,
Your presence still breathes. Oh, and maybe tomorrow the rain still won't arrive, but today I choose to keep walking.
keep walking.
Keep walking. Let me tell you something simple, something that took years to learn. I spent a lifetime fighting with life, trying to make it turn. I wanted to move the mountains, control every changing season. But the tighter that I held on, the heavier became the burden. Then on an ordinary evening, without a sign or a shining light, I felt a quiet truth come knocking in the middle of the night. That
That's when I let go of the rope and peace found me. When I stopped trying to push the river, something inside was finally free. It wasn't giving up on dreaming or losing faith somehow. It was walking with the current instead of fighting it all the way down. The hard days still come around, storm winds still roll through, but I don't turn every passing weather into something I must undo. There are seeds that I can nurture, there are doors that I can open wide, but some roads have their own direction and their own reason to guide. I learned there is a strength in choosing to trust the way. Not everything depends on the hands that try to shape each day. That's when I let go of the rope and peace found me. When I stopped trying to push the river, something inside was finally free. It wasn't giving up on dreaming or losing faith somehow. It was walking with the current instead of fighting it all the way down. If the door won't open today, maybe it will further on. If the rain falls on the highway, maybe it's preparing the dawn. Not every answer reaches us the moment we want to hear. Sometimes it arrives so gently while we're learning to persevere. That's when I let go of the rope and life showed me that peace lives in the moments my restless heart couldn't see. Today I travel lighter without needing to understand every page of the story before it's resting in my hands. If tomorrow looks different, I'll still keep moving on, because there's hidden strength in simply accepting what comes along. Spent so many years searching for
was someone who could show the way, the hidden secret of living, and where my footsteps ought to stray.
I listened to 1,000 voices, followed footprints through the dust, yet every road kept pointing back to where my heart could trust. And in the deepest silence, I slowly came to see I am the teacher and the student, the question and the answer to. Every step reveals a little of the deeper truth shining through.
There is no final map to follow,
No one coming to rescue me. Wisdom blooms within the soul when I learn to truly see.
books can open doors before us, words can light a spark inside,
but no living truth can ever simply be supplied.
there's a universe unfolding
Beneath each thought and every feeling,
waiting to be discovered,
through awareness gently revealing,
because no one else can walk
the road that belongs to me. I am the teacher and the student, the question and the answer to. Every step reveals a little of the deeper truth shining through. There is no final map to follow,
no one coming to rescue me.
wisdom blooms within the soul when I learn to truly see.
Perhaps the greatest teachers
Never came to lead the way,
only to remind us
of what lives within today.
and when the search grows quiet,
And the eyes begin to see
the traveler and the pathway recognize their unity.
Wisdom blooms within the soul when I learn to truly see.
And at the center of all searching,
I found the one I sought to be.
spend so much time looking at the world without noticing my own eyes, trying to understand everyone else while never finding myself. And somewhere in the silence between my thoughts, something began to wake up. Everything I used to say revealed more about me than I knew. Every hidden judgment I carried was a mirror I never saw. Because the mind creates stories from the wounds it remembers, and often we see pain in others that was born inside ourselves. I kept asking for a light to guide me while my heart remained closed. But when I finally stopped running, something inside was touched. Maybe true transformation begins within the heart, because nobody can truly see love while living in the dark. What's living inside me shapes the way I see, because even weary eyes of the soul can learn to judge too easily. What's living inside me changes everything around me, and when Christ touches my silence, my heart learns how to love. I've heard words that left deep scars without realizing how they stayed. But I've also wounded others, trying only to protect myself. The mind creates so many shadows when it drifts away from truth. Yet there is a quiet kind of peace calling every soul toward freedom. And the more I slow down, the more I start to understand that the world begins to change when I begin again. Maybe seeing with clarity means letting God restore the broken places in the soul that learn to look the wrong way. What's living inside me shapes the way I live, because even my thoughts need to learn how to see again. See again. What's living inside me can spread darkness or light, but when my heart grows quiet, I can hear Jesus calling. Jesus spend so much time seeing the faults of the world
while ignoring my own wounds,
trying to change everything around me,
while my soul was breaking too.
and when Christ touched my silence,
My heart began to feel again.
my heart began to
Feel
What's living inside me is finally beginning to bloom, because the light that comes from heaven is teaching me how to live.
the soul learns love again.
What's living inside me
is still being transformed,
But in the silence of his presence,
my heart has been restored. And when I stopped judging, I started seeing that the light I'd been searching for was already rising within me.
Is every fear telling the truth? Or has it simply learned to repeat? Do the voices inside my head really know where they're leading me? I spent so many years listening to stories I created myself, without realizing I was feeding shadows living on the shelf. Who placed all these chains upon the doors inside my heart? Why did I call it destiny when it was imagination from the start? I was feeding shadows without knowing what I'd done, while the light kept waiting like an ever-rising sun. Did I really need to believe every warning in my mind, or simply open up my eyes and leave those fears behind? How many storms did I create before the clouds had even formed? How many tomorrows did I suffer through without them ever being born? The future stole my rest, the past stole my sight, and the present sat forgotten, waiting in plain light. Who would I be without the fears I've carried all these years? Perhaps lighter than I imagined, perhaps ready to move from here. I was feeding shadow without knowing what I'd done, while the light kept waiting like an ever-rising sun. Did I really need to believe every warning in my mind, or simply open up my eyes and leave those fears behind? Never really left? What if it stayed right here? What if freedom has been waiting for you to let it need. Maybe the mind is like a river that never stops its run, but I don't have to follow every current one by one. I was feeding shadows, but now I see things differently. Not every thought deserves to be treated as reality. If the storm decides to visit, it may pass across the sky, but there is something deeper that it cannot occupy. Sometimes they no longer choose for me, and the light I search for outside was quietly waiting within. Heard so many voices on the road, trying to tell me where to go. Everyone carried an answer for questions I already knew. But the farther I kept traveling, the clearer one thing became. Truth I spent my life pursuing was quietly calling my name. And in the silence of my soul, I finally began to listen. I want to drink from the spring, feel the water touch my soul. Without fear, without intermediaries, learning through the road itself. Truth is never far away, nor hidden beyond the hills. It blooms within the silence of a heart that learns to see. Books can light a lantern, teachers can inspire the way, but no path can replace the step I need to take. Every word can be a bridge, every lesson a guiding light, but understanding comes alive when experience enters life. And when the restless mind grows quiet, everything begins to clear. I want to drink from the spring, feel the water touch my soul. Without fear, without intermediaries, learning through the road itself.
waiting for the moment I would finally become still.
Chase the wind. Truth is simple. Truth is simple. Truth is living. Truth is living. Like the morning light arriving. Now I walk a little lighter without needing to convince. Because what is truly real never has to shout.
I spent years following signposts, listening to men who claimed to know. Every one of them had directions for where my life was meant to go. I traded maps 100 times, exchanged one certainty for the next. Yet the more I searched for answers, the farther they seemed to stretch. I climbed mountains made of answers, crossed deserts built from belief, carrying books and borrowed promises, looking for something underneath. But when I finally stopped running without knowing what came next, I heard an ancient kind of silence speaking softly in my chest. Truth is a land without roads, without signposts or directions. It appears when we are willing to look without protection. There is no guide for this meeting, no one can walk it for me. The light I searched for in the distance was closer than I could see. In the eyes of those I loved, in conflicts I tried to hide, I kept finding pieces of myself I didn't want to recognize. The world became a mirror showing what I couldn't escape, until I learned that understanding begins the moment blame breaks. Maybe the mystery of living learning how to see. Without the curtains we create. And when the search grows quiet, without a promise of reward, something simple starts unfolding, like rain upon the earth. Truth is a land without roads, without owners or religion. It grows inside a living moment of pure observation. It cannot be trapped in language or held by any definition. It's like the wind moving freely through an open heart. I no longer ask for answers the way I once did before. I've learned to sit beside the silence and let life speak. Maybe truth is not something to possess. At the end of the journey, maybe it's an open sky revealing itself moment by moment. There was a day when silence felt heavier than prayer. I kept staring at the heavens, but found no answers there. Everything felt distant, even my faith itself, like a tiny flame still fighting to keep from fading out. I tried to keep pretending that I was still standing strong, but some wounds arrived so deeply, they changed what you thought all along. And for the first time in my life, I thought about letting go. Not of you completely, but walking this road alone. I carried so many questions with nowhere left to run, because my deepest fear was wondering if my faith had come undone. It was the day my faith almost died inside of me, when heaven fell silent and darkness was all I could see. It was the day my faith almost slipped away,
stay. Maybe no one ever noticed the battle deep within, because some storms are hidden beneath a quiet grin. I smiled through every daylight, but fell apart at night, searching for a reason to keep holding on so tight. And even without understanding, I kept trying to pray, because even wounded faith still remembers your name. It was the day my faith almost died inside of me, when heaven fell silent and darkness was all I could see. It was the day my faith almost slipped away, but a small surviving hope kept asking me to stay. Maybe real faith isn't never having doubt, but learning how to breathe when everything is breaking down. Because even shattered hearts can still hear a gentle voice whispering through the darkness, don't give up, keep holding on. It was the day my faith almost died inside of me, but your love remained when I could no longer see. It was the day my faith learned how to survive, 'cause even in the darkest valley, your presence stayed alive. It was the day my faith, though wounded, chose to stay. And somewhere in the midnight hours, began to breathe again. And maybe the greatest proof of faith is never falling apart, but continuing to seek God after breaking in your heart.
Spent years inside that room, calling it your safest place, watching life through a narrow crack, afraid to show your face. You thought you knew the whole world from the corner where you'd stand, but there was so much more waiting beyond
what you had planned. Open the window, let the morning come inside. The stories you've been telling don't have to decide your life. Maybe nothing out there changed, maybe it was always true. Maybe the world got bigger the moment it stopped being about you. The trees were still standing, the clouds still crossed the sky. The same old birds kept singing as the seasons wandered by. But something finally softened like a knot becoming loose, and things that once felt distant no longer felt impossible. Open the window, let the morning come inside. The stories you've been telling don't have to decide your life. Maybe nothing out there changed, maybe it was always true. Maybe the world got bigger the moment it stopped being about you. How many walls were only shadows, painted by a worried mind? How many roads stayed hidden because you never stepped outside? Without a sound or warning sign, you found what had been waiting in front of you the whole time. Strong life was never meant to fit inside what you thought all along. If freedom starts somewhere, maybe it begins like this. Not trying to explain the world, but learning how to live in it. There's still so much I don't know, so much left to understand. But I don't hide behind the curtains I made with my own hands. I spent half my life searching for answers I could hold,
trying to explain the mystery before the story had been told.
I collected old certainties like treasures I could keep.
But every time I said I know,
something deeper woke from sleep. And it was only when I stopped concluding that I truly began to see. There is beauty in not knowing, there is freedom in the quest. The universe grows larger when I stop demanding rest. Every question is a doorway,
every mystery a spark,
and the heart stays fully alive
while it keeps exploring the dark.
A child looks at the world
with wonder in their eyes.
Every stone becomes a secret, every star a new surprise.
Maybe wisdom isn't gathered
Like books upon a shelf.
Maybe it's the flame of curiosity
Renewing itself. The unknown isn't empty, it's a field waiting to bloom.
There is beauty in not knowing.
There is freedom in the quest.
The universe grows larger
When I stop demanding rest,
every question is a doorway,
Every mystery a spark,
and the heart stays fully alive.
while it keeps exploring the dark.
Maybe mystery was never meant
To be completely explained,
Maybe it exists so life
can remain untamed.
and every horizon reached
Reveals another farther still, like an ocean without borders, calling through the hills.
there is beauty in not knowing.
There is freedom in the quest.
The universe grows larger
when I stop demanding rest.
every question is a doorway,
Every mystery a spark,
and the heart stays fully alive.
while it keeps exploring the dark.
Keep wondering, keep wondering, keep wondering, keep wondering. The greatest discovery,
Maybe learning
There is always more to see.
hey, hey.
I used to search for giant signs, grand answers, moments impossible to forget, until I realized you also dwell in the little things. In a cup of coffee growing cold, and sunlight through the window, in the quiet stillness of the morning, before the world awakens, in an unexpected embrace, in a weary smile choosing to continue, in a simple conversation that calms the heart without knowing why. Maybe heaven speaks more softly than my hurry can hear, and the more I slow down, You have always been here. I find you in the little things, in the details I almost missed, in the hidden piece of moments my soul never knew how to see. I find you in the little things, in the simple breath of life, because your love does not need to shout to keep changing everything in me. Maybe your presence was never far away. Maybe I was simply too busy to notice the smaller miracles. The gentle wind against my face, the quiet sound of rain, a brief prayer in the middle of the day, and my heart begins to breathe again. As if eternity could touch this life through the most ordinary moments. And when my mind grows quiet, I finally begin to realize that even on the simplest days, your care remains here. I find you in the little things, in the details I almost missed, in the hidden piece of moments my soul never knew how to see. I find you in the little things, in the simple breath of life, because your love does not need to shout to keep changing everything in me. Maybe miracles are not found only in the grand moments. Maybe they also live in the calm that slowly arrives, when the heart learns to notice that heaven is still close, even in the simplest routines. I find you in the little things, in the details I almost missed, in the hidden piece of moments my soul never knew how to see. I find you in the little things, in the simple breath of life, because your love does not need to shout to keep changing everything in me. Maybe tomorrow everything will seem ordinary again, but now I know your love also lives in the details.